Okay, it's about time we do another Where We At? So here's a good question. Here's an artifact found that dates somewhere between 8 and 1100 BC. Where we at? It's made out of alabaster. It's a somewhat translucent material. In fact, you see on the left, I'm looking from the side, and you can see his darkened nose. If you look at the one on the right, that's just that peachy type color that's evident in it on his nose. And when you're looking through the opaqueness of alabaster, you're seeing that as a shadow on the other side. Where are we at? I think this is the ninth installment of Where We At on this website, at least. Where are we at? So let's talk about it a little bit here. You end up seeing some things that are real evident at first. One thing that gets me is the eyebrow sculpting that's done in them. And that can be seen in a few different people from Egypt and so on, but Sumerians had a cut that looked very much like that over their eyes. But you can see that also on some of the ancient works that are done in the Etruscans and stuff. So where are we at? When you look, and he's got an aquiline type of nose. It's long, little bitty mouth, thin lips. He's got this chin beard, especially look from the side on the left-hand side there. It's not actually a real beard. He shaved other than this mutton chopped down to chin beard situation. Where are we at? Oh, I'm sure a lot of you are saying Roman or Etruscan at this time because that looked a little lot like that what they're wearing there. You might even say the guy on the right looks a little more like Jesus. It's the same piece, just a separated pictures. But he doesn't have the long hair of Jesus. There's a lot of pictures of Jesus doesn't show him with necessarily a beard, huh? Well, the reality of that is Nazarites, which are ancient people living up around Edessa, in, which we in Turkey nowadays, modern day Turkey, but this is way before any of that, lived there, and they would grow their hair out as a symbolic effigy, and they'd be celibate. Uh, Samson was the same way, and so you knew whenever Delilah got him to cut off his hair and stuff and everything, and what along with that, that actually had to do with him finally getting with her and therefore cutting off his hair, but that's how far he could go. But that same long hair situation is done with Jesus, so I'm guessing this guy's got a girlfriend. Where are we at? Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. It's alabaster fine sculpture. It's almost like a chess piece type size or a little bit larger. He's got these blue eyes inset on him. Well, I guess that doesn't do anything for you, for they can be found in the Etruscans. And you know the Romans had blue eyes and the Greeks. And the very first of Egyptians have these crystal blue-eyed statues and stuff. It goes on. And of course there's a protective Wadjet eye, and Wadjet even means blue, so there's the blue eye of Horus. But looks a lot like the Sumerians again on that statue we always see, or statues. They've got hundreds of them, and this is just one. But I was asked by somebody to show, well, just show just one then. Where are we at? No embarrassment to get it wrong, just a thought on it, people, take a shot at it. Put it down in the comments and so on. I thought about doing this as an open review, and people would be saying along the side, and then we would go ahead and save that and everything. But I don't want to be embarrassing to anybody. It's just, hey, what do you think? With all we've talked about, this could be anywhere. Could it be an ancient Phoenician? What do you think about that? Say if you found this in Carthage or Tunisia. What do you think about that? Or Fez or Morocco area, or the Atlas Mountains? What do you think about that? What if I was to tell you, well, where are we at? What if I was to tell you that this is ancient Yemen? Yeah, like, well, we think of it as Saudi Arabia nowadays. That Nile Peninsula, Egypt here, and then there's the Red Sea, and there's that big swamps there, and then the edge of that runs out where the Tigris and Euphrates runs out. A little thing, and this is ancient Yemenites, but that's, well, you'd say they weren't really what the people are today and everything. This is Sabaeans, like the Queen of Sheba, like in Bible, whenever he goes to da 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 and everything. So this shows you what the Shebaeans, or put the sh on Shemitic, or Sabaeans, what they look like. So where we're at, we're in ancient Yemen. Is that a surprise to anybody? Quite often, whenever you see some of these artifacts, some of it's just simple. People had the same iconography and this, that, and the other, and you can't tell the difference between it. But in a modern day, you can easily tell the difference. And this shows where, at one time, all these different areas used to have these type of people in it that you don't really associate it with it so much anymore. It's kind of an oddity. Like whenever you see the South Americans talked about their gods as being pale and light-haired and blue-eyed and having beards and stuff, and they don't even grow beards. None of the Amerindians do. And you're like, well, where you get that from? But here we go, is an alabaster statuette. And for those who asked, or the guy who asked and acted like he was so cocky, just show me one. Here's one, but this is a group of 26 pictures in an Austrian museum. Forget the name of it. It's got a fancy little name. But they have online of it. But then there's other ones. And there's one up in Anatolia and this, that, and the other. And then somebody's done a little group picture. All you got to do is look it up. Blue-eyed Sabaeans. It'll show up. That's all I did. And click on it, and I found this group. It's one of the better ones, but as soon as I got on it and it's like showing all this, I go, well, check that out. Where are we at? I bet it'd be kind of surprising to some. Anyhow, like, share, and subscribe. Enjoy, and we'll get on to the next one. Peace.